Guys, and welcome to Into the Night. This afternoon just got another parcel in the mail from InfiRay. This is the Tube TL35 SE thermal scope. So we'll go and I'll show you a bit of an unboxing and show you what it looks like, get it on the table. Here's the box. I'll just open it up. The lid fits pretty good. We get a nice fabric bag like always. I got a bit different here. I've got a little pocket in the top, cleaning cloth, and a couple more side-in targets. They come in a bit handy. So starters, we've got a couple scope rings. Get them mounted up on the top. We've got an Allen key for the scope rings. Got a charging adapter thing and some adapters for depending on which country you live in, what style of wall adapter. A USB to USB-C charging cable and the scope itself. So here we go. With this one here, it's not the same as the TH50 and that series. I think the SE series are a bit more simplified. So this one here, you got your zoom is in this ring here, which is quite firm. And use your diopter adjustment on there. You've got your power button on the side here, and your scroll wheel and select button there. And on this side you have the little plug with the USB-C for charging and getting your data off your scope if you want to plug it straight into the computer. And on the end here you got your focus ring, which I actually prefer that over the TH50. It's just a nice, smooth. It's not too loose, but it's not too tight either. Like I think I found the TH50 to be nearly too tight. So here we got the TL35 SE. And there's your little 35mm germanium lens in the front, and just a good flip open cap on there. It's a real positive latch and open. So anyway, that's the scope, and now to turn it on you got to press and hold. And then you got to hold it for a fair few seconds until it comes on. Oh, the camera's picking up flickering terribly in the screen just from the LED flickers and the shutter speed in my camera. But anyway, that comes on in there. If I can get that to the camera. So notice how there's no reticle on the screen. I wonder if I do that, it'll focus a bit better. So yeah, there's no reticle on the screen, so you're going to press and hold this top button in to turn your reticle on. Just keep holding it in, press, hold it. It'll go for maybe 10 seconds or so. There we go, and it's turned on. So then we can use this top button or scroll wheel thing here. So you can press it once and that brings on, so that's how you can start your recording. So you got to press it once, and if it brings up that, if it's selected on the record, you press and it starts recording like that. Or you can press it again and it stops. So that's not too bad. But then the other options, you can change your reticle styles. You just use a scroll wheel to select up and down, and press the scroll wheel in to change the parameters. So you got your different reticles. I'll leave it on that one. You get your different reticle colours. So you get black with a white in the middle. You get a white with a black in the middle, red or a green. So leave it on green for now. You got your 5 different brightnesses. I'll leave it on the brighter so you can sort of see the best, and you got your different image clarity settings. I leave it on about 3 is sort of where I like it, and then you can set your distance in there. So I'll leave it at 100, so when I get it and zero it later. So then if from when you're in a main screen like that, you press and hold, and that brings up your main menu. You got your picture-in-picture function at the top there, so you can turn that on, and that just gives you a zoomed in, double what your screen magnification is. I'll leave that off for now. You got your ultra clear mode, I'll turn that on. You got Wi-Fi, so then you can connect to the app, the InfiRay app, and you got your calibration. I'll leave it on auto calibrate. You got recoil activated video, so that might be handy. You don't need to really think about hitting record. Just let it record itself. My old eye aiming scope used to have that, which is really good. You didn't even have to think about hitting record. You just take a shot and it does it all for you. So I'll leave that on. I'll try it out later. You got the motion sensor, which I don't think I'll really be using that. Got Bluetooth for you if you want to hook up the rangefinder, laser rangefinder to it, and you got your different zeroing profiles. So you can go into that. You get A, B, and C. You're zeroing, so you're having 3 different rifles on there, and go through it again. You got change your distance, your zeroing distance. Would be that's what you need to go in to go and actually go and zero the scope. So you can go into 100, then you can either change the distance or zero the reticle. Now if you're in the main menu, you want to go back, I think you just push the power button and just give it one press, and that just goes back one step at a time. So there we go. When there's standby, so I've set it so if it's not in any use for 2 minutes, then it'll go to standby. You can go and calibrate your laser in your laser rangefinder, pixel defect correction, compass calibration, and then your main settings where you can change your date and time and all that sort of thing, which I need to change the time because it's wrong anyway. So anyway, that's a quick overview of the scope. I'll get it zeroed in, and might get a bit of footage maybe tonight or next couple of days and see how we go. I'll show you some footage through it. I'm actually taking my wife out tonight. The first time she's come out with me for a long time, so we're just going to go and see if we can find some rabbits to shoot. I'm taking out the Tube TL35 SE from InfiRay. I've got it on top of my 22 LR. So yeah, see how it works on the bunnies. I've also got my 223 in there too with the Thermion 2 XP50 Pro in case I see a cat or a dog or something, or pigs. So I'm taking out the Rack and Rest 2 from Smart Rest, the Eagle Eye hunting gear sent out, and got my Olight Javelot Turbo up the top as well. So hopefully soon I might have another thing to put up on there, but I'll update you on that once I know a bit more. So yeah, I'll just go and see how this little scope performs. Good shot.
Thanks.
Yeah.
good shot. Sort of. Do I do it again?
No, I think good. This is a half.
Yep, he did.
Well, here we go. There's tonight's haul. So, yeah, pretty good little haul for another night out with the 22. This time I'm out, got the little tube TL35 SE from InfiRay. I really like this little scope. For starters, it's a really light little scope and very simple to use. It's a really nice picture in it. The zoom is just like a normal traditional glass scope, so you got your zoom there, but on the 22 it's got a 3x base magnification anyway, so I don't think I even used the zoom tonight. But it's just got the button here, to use power button, and when you want to make it go to sleep. But one great thing about this scope is the battery life. So I've been out for about 4 hours, and that's only dropped about a quarter of the battery capacity. Now there's no replaceable batteries in here. It's just an internal battery. There's nothing you can change. So, but there is a USB-C socket on the side to charge it with. And that's just a really good battery life for a scope like this. Now this scope has got recoil activated video, but the 22 doesn't have enough recoil to activate it, so I've got to press down on this button here and make sure it's selected in the menu, and you press it again to record. Now another thing I really like about this one is, which the TH50 I didn't like, but this one here, there's that zoom, that focus ring. It's not stiff, but it's not loose. It's just perfect. It just turns really nicely. It actually feels really nice to turn, and it's got a nice rubber grip on the outside, so that's not gonna, you don't really have to try and work hard to turn it. So yeah, it's a really nice little scope. I'm very happy with it, and I can highly recommend it. I actually wouldn't even mind having one owning it myself. So it's the picture clarity in there. Yes, it's not a 640, which I'm used to, but I'm actually quite happy with the picture quality in there with the 384 by 288 sensor. It's still a really good picture quality, and it's ideal for a 22. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this little video. I've had a bit of fun putting it together, and my wife and I had a good night out tonight. We got a fair few little hares. She did better than I did, I think, and she's a pretty good shot, considering she hasn't even been out shooting with me for probably a couple of years now, 3 or 4 years maybe, and probably hasn't even shot a rifle for over a year. So she did really well, got some headshots. So anyway, hope you have enjoyed this little bit of a video. I'll leave a link to the scope and InfiRay's website below. You can go and check it out and look for some dealers. I'll put a link to Ground Force International's website. There's a dealer map on there, so if you wanted to find your closest dealer, just check out there. They've got a map of all over Australia of where all the different dealers are. Go and check them out, and yeah, it's a really good little scope, and I can highly recommend it. So I'm going to be using this a fair bit for a while until I have to send it back. So I really like this little scope. It's really light and really easy to carry around on the gun. So anyway, I'll leave it at that, and I'll catch you on the next video.